I really got to do something about this dang on tire. It keeps going flat on me and they brand new. So this is my turbo 4-drive regular cab that I call the mail truck. And this is 5 things you should know before turboing your truck. First things first, if you don't like attention, don't go turbo. It's gonna get more attention than Megan Fox walking down the street in a bikini. The second thing is, make sure you upgrade your oil pump. Because this thing robs oil pressure and yeah, it doesn't like it. I originally put an aftermarket Mellings pump in it, but I've not put a high pressure, high volume pump. So we're gonna be changing that here soon. Man, it had some kind of snake up in here. They had all kind of skin and stuff and freaking grass and stuff, like a bed made right here. So definitely upgrade your oil pump. You're obviously taking oil from your port and bringing it to another location, stealing ours from above the oil filter. As this thing gets hot, obviously it's gonna pick up the oil and it's gonna cause lower pressure. While this thing goes to 0, it gets hot because of the added heat and plus the engine heat. So always add an oil pump to your turbo application. This truck is actually no camshaft, just turbo 4.8. I wanted to see what the 4.8 could do, all stock, and just have fun with it before I put something crazy in it. Now the third reason, everyone knows there's such thing as turbo lag, right? Well, this thing has a ton of it. Being a 4.8 with a big turbo, it has a lot of turbo lag and it can be dangerous. When I say dangerous, I mean the lag. You pull out in front traffic and this thing is not spooled, it's just like a slug. It don't want to go anywhere. So keep in mind, when you boost your truck, you're limited to torque. Obviously, you see all these cool videos, but they're on 2 steps, they're spooling up. A different ballpark. You can spool up and go fast and all that, but if you're trying to daily and you want to jump out in front of traffic, not spooled, because you don't want to set a red light with your throttle all the way to the floor and holding the brake and looking like a crazy fool, well, keep in mind turbo lag. For the fourth reason, you see this little guy right here? That's called a restrictor. It's an oil restrictor for your feed line. Now this is something I found to have no information on, but from my experience, this little guy right here, a little fitting right there, and if you notice, most turbo kits come with little feed line or fittings like this, little orifice fittings, I guess you can call them. See a little bitty hole? And what it does is restrict the oil flow, because you can end up blowing turbo seals, or if this one does it here in a bit, it'll start rolling smoke. That's because it's burning off all the oil it can't drain out. You can have a fantastic drain, which this one does fine. I mean, you can see it's not doing it now. It takes a long time to do it, but it does do it. So you have this little guy, and it restricts the oil flow for what it needs, because the turbo doesn't need that much oil, and you won't have that problem. Most of the time I'm filling up gas after driving it. This thing, let it sit for about 10 minutes, idling, and it's just rolling smoke. It looks like it's on fire. Everyone's worried. But also keep in mind, these things can be too small and you can burn up turbos. So do your own research, look into it, make sure that you get the right feed for your application. Make sure it's not too much oil, but more oil is better than no oil. And last but not least, number 5. Be prepared to spend more on fuel system, engine upgrades, transmission upgrades, and everything but the turbo kit when you're turboing your application, because it gets expensive, because you can add a little cheap turbo, the turbo manifold, the intercooler, all eBay stuff. I custom built this kit. You can go watch a video. I'll put it up right here. All cheap stuff, but when you start making power, you start breaking transmissions, you start breaking engine components, you start doing all those things, right? And like I said, I didn't realize how much oil this thing would be robbing from my engine. And that restrictor does not help that. I want to put that out there. Does not help give me oil feed back. So I'm hoping this new pump does a lot. It could be more than that. It could be the O-ring. I don't know. O-ring in the sump. So it could be that. But we're going to change the pump and hopefully it works. This thing was not turboed long, and it's pretty much had low oil pressure ever since I did turbo. So that's why I put 2 and 2 together. Oh, I should add number 6. If you love speed and you're adrenaline addicted, then do not turbo, because you'll find yourself spending more money to go faster and then end up getting in trouble spending more money. So pretty much bad financial mistakes. Give this video a thumbs down. Just kidding, like and subscribe while I drain your oil while you're sleeping.